Hey, what's going on, y'all? Welcome to Meat Cranium Barbecue and Review. Today, I'm doing another myth-busting test. Now, I know others have done this test, like Chris at Hobo Nickel Barbecue, and also Ryan over at Grill Top Experience have done this here test. But I don't think it's gone far enough. So this test is going to be to test binders. Are binders just complete bullcrap, or is there actually something actually having a binder, or some call it a schmear, that to put onto your meat? So this is what I'm going to do. Is I'm going to have, oh yeah, almost forgot. Actually, I didn't forget. I already knew I have 3 other guys in on this here collaboration. This is what's going to happen. Is I have Fred from Learn to Barbecue is in on this one. I have Rico Smoking Jazz Barbecue is in on this one, and also Tommy over at Gallery Backyard Barbecue is in on this collaboration as well. So this is how this is going to go down. 4 racks of ribs. We're gonna have 1 control rack of ribs, which is going to be patted dry. Put the rub on it. That's it. The next one is going to be a water binder. Just going to put some water on it, and that's it. That's going to be the binder. Then the next 2, you get to choose what you want your binder to be. So my binder that I'm choosing for my next 2 is going to be mayonnaise, which I've never used, and also avocado oil. And here's the thing: what is mayonnaise? Mayonnaise is basically eggs and oil blended together. You have mayonnaise. And here's the other thing: all 4 of us chose a different temperature that we want to cook these ribs at. The temperature I chose is 325. I'm going with the highest temperature for the ribs, so I'm going 325. Fred's going at 300. Tommy is going at 275, and Rico is going at 250. And here's the other thing we all have in common: so we have a controlled temp, and we have a controlled smoke. We're all cooking these inside of our pellet smokers. I'm using my Camp Chef Pro LUX pellet smoker today. I can't remember what Fred is, but I think we're all using 4 different types of pellet smokers as well. Some of us are going to spritz, some of us are not going to spritz. Some of us are going to wrap. I think Fred and Rico are going to wrap their ribs, as where me and Tommy, we're not going to wrap our ribs. I'm not sure if Tommy's going to spritz. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a pan. I'm going to put a pan so there's some moisture inside that cooking chamber. I'll put a pan of water inside there. That's all I'm doing. I'm going to check these about every hour and see how they're going. Just see what kind of color is and bark is forming on these things after every hour. But mine's probably gonna be done first. I'm going at 325, so I'll probably be done first. Anyhow, I've talked too much. Let's get started. I already prepped the ribs last night. Here's a couple of pictures of the preparation and taking the membrane off of those ribs. Okay, now all I have to do is I'm going to get the camera turned around, and I'm going to get all the binders on and get the pellet smoker cranked on. Alright, so these I've already rinsed these off. I've already trimmed them up, removed the membrane, and I'm just going to make sure that 1 rack is extremely dry. The rubs I'm going to be using today is going to be, of course, like I like to use, Heaven Made products. It's incredible for the first layer, and then the Texas Best Rib Rub as the second layer. So I'll make this the control. So these are the ones that are completely dry, no binder. I'm gonna go ahead and put these on the smoker. The smoker's not on yet. Okay, next rack, just some plain water as a binder. Okie doke, water binder. I'm gonna get my surface cleaned up, and I'm gonna start on the avocado oil. So this is gonna be the avocado oil. Here we go, avocado oil. Probably should cut this off right here. Yeah, I'm gonna go cut this off. Okay, so I got that piece of fat and stuff. I got that cleaned up. I must have missed that last night. Okay, there you go. Here's the avocado oil ribs. I'll be back. I'm gonna get my surface clean, gonna wash my hands, and then I'm gonna do the mayonnaise. All right, so I'm saving the best one for last. These are gonna be the mayonnaise. This might get a little messy, so I have just a little bit of mayonnaise left in here. I'm using some Duke's mayo, but I also have some backup too. By the way, the table I'm using is a little folding table, so it's kind of wobbly, in case y'all were wondering. This is awfully messy, if anything. Now I'm gonna put these onto the pellet smoker. Now I'm gonna crank up the pellet smoker after I wash my hands. Okay, so I can keep track of these, I'm gonna put a toothpick. Going from the left over to the right is no binder, water binder, avocado oil binder, and mayonnaise binder. And every hour I'm going to switch to positions on here just in case somebody says, oh, well that one was in a hotter area, it's a hotter spot. I don't want people complaining. No whining and barbecue. The bones are all facing down because that's where the heat source is down below. All right, there we go. Got them all labeled now. So now you know. I'll be back here in an hour to check on the progress of this, but right now I just put it on because I want the ribs to get that nice first glow of smoke that forms inside the pellet smoker. So I'm just gonna let these sit inside here and just come up the temperature with the pellet smoker. About 5 minutes in, the smokes are rolling. I forgot to add the water to the pan. Put the pan right here. It's just some hot tap water. But look at the smoke this Camp Chef is producing, man. That is freaking good stuff. Look at that. It's beautiful. And them ribs are getting all that nice initial smoke coming on here. That's what I like. All right, y'all, so it's been an hour. I'm about to check these ribs, but go check out Fred over at Learn to Barbecue. See what he's done with this, see what his results are. Go check out Tommy at the Gallery Backyard Barbecue, and also Rico over at Smokin' Jazz Barbecue. I always gotta say it like that. Anyhow, we're also, I forgot to say this, we're also all using St. Louis ribs as well. So it's all kind of even across the board. I'm gonna check to see if that smoke penetrated that meat, which one actually got a better smoke ring, which has a better taste. Does mayonnaise or avocado, I doubt avocado oil will, but does mayonnaise actually offer more taste to the rib, or what? Or if there's a huge difference, the crust, I'm gonna scrape the crust and see which has a better crust on the outside. So there's a bunch of things going into this. Get the camera turned around, I'm gonna check out these ribs. It's been 1 hour. All right, here it goes. 1 hour. All right, so far, like getting a nice, it's pretty nice. The mayonnaise buns over here are still pretty moist over here. See that right there? Still got a lot of liquid on top. Of course, these still look pretty nice and dry. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch number 1 and number 4 around, switch these around, and I can put number 1 over here and slide the rest of these down. That color after 1 hour is absolutely phenomenal. Now I got number 2, 3, 4, and 1. Okay, it's been 2 hours. Let's see what they look like. All right, there we go. All right, so we got the pullback on all of them. Pretty good pullback so far. Right here. All right, now I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take number 2, put over here, and slide the rest of these down. It's only been 2 hours, but I got a 325. I want to check the tenderness. A little resistance, but I think another hour, these are going to be done. All right, y'all, so it's been exactly 3 hours. These are done. Here we go. Okay, so I'm going to check. Okay, you got one toothpick here. That's the one that's no binder whatsoever. This is the water binder. This is the avocado oil binder, and this right here is that's the mayonnaise binder. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm just gonna shut this off, turn this off. Let these sit in here and cool down with the grill and take these off in about 30 minutes. But those are done. Oh yeah, this is how I determined how they are done. Look, see how they're nice and bendy? That's perfect, see that? That's perfect. All right, so there we go. All right, so the neighbor just started his chainsaw, of course, because he see me over here trying to do a video. So anyhow, here we go. Number one, let's just check this crust out over here. This crust the crust seems to be on there pretty good. This is without a binder. It's just put on there alone. The bark does not move off of there. It's kind of moist right here, but that's okay. The binder seems to be on there pretty good. This is the one with just a water binder. It got a lot more dry spots, a lot bigger crust right here, where it seems to have dried. Over here it's still kind of moist, but the bark still seems to be on there really good, really nice. I like that, how it's has adhered to the meat. Moving over here to the oil one, it's really there's still a lot of moisture on top, and the bark seems to stay on there pretty good. There's not as many dry spots as you have over here on the water one, but that's because that's the crust formation. Over here, it's still moist. It still has to dry out. Over here, the mayonnaise binder. Take a look at this. So this mayonnaise binder right here, the whole surface hasn't dried out yet, so it's still extremely wet on top. It's got a little bit of dry around the sides here where the bark is formed. So I would say probably to clear a winner, I would say the two winners in this would either go with no binder, just pat it dry, put the rub on, or the water. And then third, I would put the avocado oil binder, and then very last I'd put probably mayonnaise, and you get the same results out of a mustard binder on here as well. Now, let's move on to the smoke ring. Okay, let's get these things cut up now, and let's see how they fare in when it comes to smoke ring. Okay, so here goes the smoke rings. Here's the smoke ring. You make your own determination. I'll have my opinion. This is the number one. This is no binder. This is water binder. Smoke ring. Okay. I kind of cut these up kind of crappy. These were a little overdone. This is the olive oil binder. And this is the the mayonnaise binder. This is the underside right here. The no binder has looks like a pretty nice smoke ring, goes up to right here. I like that. Water binder, it has a smoke ring on the side here. Not bad. The oil one actually seems to have a pretty deep pronounced one. And here is the mayonnaise binder. All right, mayonnaise doesn't really seem to have too much of a smoke ring. Got a little light one here, a light one here. So I think the winner of the smoke ring would either be no binder whatsoever, or maybe the oil. Type first would be this one, and this one, which is the oil and no binder. Then second would be the water binder. Fourth would be the mayonnaise binder. Next, let's test taste. All right, so since I went first with number one every time, I'm gonna go backwards. I'm gonna go with the mayonnaise binder first for taste. Really freaking good. That was really good. Now I'm gonna go with the oil one. It's got a really nice smoke ring in there, really thick. That's really good too. All right, this is the water binder right here. Now the water, it's a little bit drier on the bottom side where the membrane was. However, it's phenomenal too, and it's just a little bit drier. The mayonnaise one, it seems to be a little more moist. on the outside, but the bark is much better on the other ones. Now I'm going to try the one with no binder whatsoever, just to rub on there by itself. This is Pâté Dry and no binder. I'm going back to the mayonnaise one. Okay, this is no bullcrap. The mayonnaise one, surprisingly, surprises the crap out of me. It actually has a little bit more taste. Now the bark wasn't as good as a binder. I probably wouldn't use it as a binder, but actually does add a little bit of taste to it. I'm pretty surprised. So in this one here, I would put mayonnaise. When it comes to taste, I'd put mayonnaise number 1. Number 2, I would have to put, no, I'd go backwards. I'd go 4, 3, 2, 1. I would go number 1 for taste would be the mayonnaise. Number second place for taste would be the oil. Third and fourth place would be the water binder and the no binder. However, they're all freaking phenomenal. So what I want y'all to do, I want y'all to go over to check out Learn to Barbecue, Rico over at Smoking Jazz Barbecue, and also Tommy over at the Gallery Backyard Barbecue. Go check them out, show them some love, and see what they come up with. These ribs here only took 3 hours to make at $3.25. Trust me, I'm not gonna throw any of them away, but that's my opinion. So see what they come up with. Maybe they come up with the same thing. I don't know. So anyhow, like, subscribe, and I'm gonna see y'all probably in another 3-4 more weeks. I'm gonna be pretty busy, and I'm gonna have some other videos coming out that you guys are gonna like. So anyhow, I'll see you in about a month. Ciao.